Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Go to base. Stay with your man.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Jackson. Airing this one out for Evans. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. From the gun, Jackson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Running the jet sweep with Ridley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Jackson's got his tight end Hurst, and they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. He finds his target. It's Evans. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Jackson from the shotgun. This one caught by Ridley. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
Ready. Time to end it. Mike, 58 right there. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Go. 58 for Mike, 58.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
That's right, baby. Hey, 58 is the Mike.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Check three.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. This is caught. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee. And that means 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're running with Gurley. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing
a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at his own 10. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To throw is Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Got his open man. It's Carr. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys. You control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Johnson. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Corey Peters there to bring him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. They get the tackle, Marcus Gilbert. 2nd-round pick back in 2011 out of Florida. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. 24 is the mic. 24 is the mic.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Murray now on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now on 2nd and 13, Murray. This is caught by Hurns. Touchdown, Cardinals. Allen Hurns, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time. So
with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And the Rams first down.
Jackson now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
Such a valuable commodity to have a tight end who can run and get open. How about what he just did there? Worked his way from right to left across the field and found his way free.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson, he's got his man, complete. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Again, Jackson. The catch is made by Riley Ridley. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 41-yard line.
First down, Los Angeles.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. And Jackson throwing once more. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Past the 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Here we go. Here we go.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Now a hit and a loose football. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Murray now on first down. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
16-yard line.
A first down carry here for Johnson. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On second and a couple, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. Now the point after try for Santos. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Carr. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Jackson now, 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Going for it all. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the #1 thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
45 to Mike. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Zoom. Check 45 to my left.
Murray going to throw. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Throwing on first down is Murray. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Murray now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now he'll escape to his left. He'll run it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this 2nd quarter.
Indeed. Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Come to my work. 2 6. 2 4 is the mark. Here we go, here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. And now he'll tuck it and run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
We got 4. We got 4. Shift. Watch the shift.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school smash. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give them 19. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a man open down the middle of the field. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A gain of 37.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. On first and goal, Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Second down and goal. Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Jackson. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Mike Evans. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. First down, Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. On 1st and 10, Murray. This one caught by Isabella. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And able to work his way down to the 16. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They go to Johnson again. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. On first down, Johnson. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And now Murray's going to set up the throw, eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
They'll try to run with Edmonds. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Switch.
Another carry now for Edmonds. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chase Edmonds, his second touchdown on the season. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So second and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On second down, it's Johnson trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Cardinals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go. 45. Mike, 45.
Throwing is Murray on third down. It's Williams on the catch. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
No.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Jackson now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Jackson throwing again. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Jackson. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to the ground game here. Gurley shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the 4th. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
The run there on 1st down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Motion. Reset.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And this will be incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is fielded at the 27. A nice job on the return there. 16. Yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough 1st downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, L.A. Lamar Jackson, 53 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Well, plays like that make the O coordinator look like a genius, but I don't think he saw that play going that well.
No, I don't think so either. But, boy, it all worked out perfectly. They caught them in the right defense. Guys dropping off into coverage, their eyes averted somewhere else. And guess what? He filled the void with his legs.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Murray. Screenplay. Johnson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
I'm here to you. I'm going to come back to you. Check 43.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he's got it to Hearns. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line. Now Murray. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. That one broken up by David Long on the defensive end.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. Completes it to Hearns. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play. They'll run it with Johnson. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Second and goal from the 1.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. 4 down, 4 down.
Draw play, Edmonds. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get it back to a one-score game. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. But Charles, it's one thing to win, it's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for L.A., that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Arizona, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.